Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So this is a random reading because I was guided to. It's going to be a personal reading. I don't know who it's for. It's up to you to figure out if the signifiers kind of indicate that it's your reading or not. I just saw 11 on the timestamp, and just to kind of show you, if I just show you like right at the top of my phone here, it was 11:11 when I turned on this phone to record. So it did take me 2 minutes just to get set up and going. But yeah, turned it on 11:11. So synchronicities, you could be seeing a lot of synchronicities, especially 11:11 or number synchronicities. I'm hearing out of my head. Someone may feel a little bit like they're going crazy, or maybe they are out of their head, like maybe they've been doing stuff, I don't know. What else? Something else I had to say and it's gone. So maybe, oh, trouble focusing. That's so funny. My camera was having a little bit of trouble sort of auto-focusing, so somebody could be having trouble focusing. Somebody could be wrestling with a problem they are unable to resolve. I think there is an aim, whether this is your aim or your guide's aim, to have some harmony or restoration, and possibly somebody may be kind of like reviewing their life, like looking at what is working, what isn't working. You know, it's like that energy of like, I need to change something here. So who is this reading for, please? Who is this reading for? So this is the movie tarot. So the card that came out, you may identify with that character. It may be a character you've just been talking about. It may be a movie you've just watched, but it will be one of the indicators to kind of give you a clue about if this is your reading or not. So who is this reading for, please? Who is this reading for? Can you indicate to the person that this is their reading? How will the person know that this is their reading? That one? Okay. Lara Croft is on the bottom. That's really interesting. That's going to be something for Cappy. Death. Death. So maybe somebody, I mean, this is Donnie Darko, right? So maybe you've just watched Donnie Darko. I don't know who the actor is because got face blindness and I'm bad with names, but I'm also hearing Dr. Death, which is a film that I've just watched. I don't know, Dr. Sleep. It's not Dr. Death, it's Dr. Sleep. I don't know what Dr. Death is. That sounds like it should be something. So any of these things may be sending off signifiers for you, or possibly not. You could be grieving, you could have experienced an ending in your life, but like I said, it's more for me the energy that I'm picking up, where it's like somebody's like, I need a change, I need to cut something out here, and the death indicates a profound change. It's like a life-altering change. So for some of you, I am kind of picking up a little bit about maybe addiction, because I got Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers when I asked for like a clarifier and identifier. So Under the Bridge, you know, it has those kind of connotations. It's like maybe like, this will be the death of me, I need to stop doing this. Maybe some kind of addiction, although that would indicate the devil card. We'll see if it comes out. So Donnie Darko, death energy. Is this something, maybe you've been worried about death, maybe you've been worried about your health. Wolf as well. So it could be Virgo energy, doesn't have to be. Death is also Scorpio energy, you don't have to be. It's just the energies at play in this reading. Wolf talks about, for me, family. So you could be concerned about your family. You could be concerned about the health of someone in your family. Wolf also talks to me about like being the alpha, like the alpha male, the breadwinner. It also talks to me about using your intuition, kind of your animal instincts, and kind of like getting back to nature in a way. Like, I think with the death card, which is quite a cleansing energy, right? It's an energy that cuts away anything that doesn't work anymore. It's like, and the wolf being quite like an instinctive, kind of ground-based, earthy animal. It's like, let's get back to basics. Let's strip all the complications back. Let's just make this really simple, is the energy that's coming off the cards today. Okay, a few more clarifiers and identifiers. How will they know that this is their reading? Z, maybe you're a bit sleepy, having trouble sleeping, I'm hearing for somebody. S, E, that's it, I'm getting told stop. ZSE, so that could make something pop into your head. Maybe these are your initials, maybe the initials of somebody you know. If any kind of word pops into your head, anything, wherever your mind goes, that's the identifier. Also 1011 could be significant for somebody. This could also be an N, like nose, maybe something, a problem with somebody's nose. Can I get some more clarifiers, please? Some more identifiers. How will this person know that this is their reading? How will this person know that this is their reading, please? How will this person know that this is their reading? We have angel. How will this person know that this is their reading? Perhaps there's a specific angel that means something to you. Perhaps you've just moved an angel decoration, I'm getting, forever. 2 more. Okay, 2 more. Memory. So it could be a memory of an angel. Perhaps somebody played an angel in a school play, or this is like a memory of a nativity. Perhaps looking at old photos. I was a star, I think. I was a star and a snowflake in my nativities at school. And what is this one? What is this? Diamond. Angel memory. Angel forever memory diamond. Interesting. I found a ring. I was going through some of my mum's things. I'm just grabbing it here. I don't know what this ring is because I think I've already got my mum and dad's engagement ring. So I'm like, where did this come from? Is this from my mum's second marriage? Is this like... where did this come from? So engagement ring could be something for somebody. I'm like, is this my grandparents' engagement ring? Like, what are you doing here? So I'll bob that there. That could again be significant or something for somebody. So it's like, whose is this ring? And that's the thing. If somebody passes away, you know, you don't know the story behind some of the things that they have. I have finally got an elephant as well. My mum loved elephants, so I really like this one. It's like a little baby elephant and a mummy elephant cuddling. So it's one of her little brooches. So I've got that here as well. Yeah, so it could be something for somebody in there. What's the situation? Oh wow, that's gone off the table. Maybe something has been knocked off a table for you, or something will be knocked off a table. It's a signifier. Flexible. So the situation is flexible, or could be made flexible, perhaps. I'm just looking for my book. Situation flexible. It could be asking you to be flexible. Maybe you're doing some yoga. Maybe it would help if you did some yoga. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, and yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. It's interesting, I just posted a picture of a fallen tree on, or a video of a fallen tree on Twitter. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, and yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. So it's a time to be flexible and not rigid. Getting Taurus energy, which Taurus tends to be... not necessarily very open to change. Taurus can often, again, it depends on your full chart, but Taurus can be a little bit like bullheaded. So this is the way we said we were going to do it, so this is the way we're doing it. So if you tend to have that, maybe you've got Taurus placements, or just Earth placements in general. So I'm getting like Earth and Scorpio there. So it's like be grounded, be practical, be stable, because you may be going through something that's quite a big change, especially with Death card showing up here. Again, this is a profound change. This is a metamorphosis in your life. So you want to be like a tree. You don't like Buildings and Bridges, right, by Annie DeFranco. Buildings and bridges are made to stand in the wind. What is it? I don't know. Let me get the lyrics up to that. I feel like that's something. But the thing with the tree, and like I said, I did just post a picture of a fallen tree on Twitter. You have to be in the right earth, right? You have to be in the right environment, because if the soil and the earth isn't strong enough and secure enough to hold you, if you haven't put down roots far enough, then, you know, that tree can also topple over in strong winds. So it's like you have to have the firm foundation. You have to have strong roots. You have to have a firm grasp, a firm, stable grasp, like a firm, stable base in order to stay standing. Yeah, I'm getting Annie DeFranco, sorry. Buildings and Bridges, Annie DeFranco. So she says, buildings and bridges are made to bend in the wind, to withstand the world, that's what it takes. So it's giving me like Tokyo, you know, like they've got like the bouncy foundations. All that steel and stone are no match for the air, my friend. What doesn't bend breaks. What doesn't bend breaks. And we are made to bleed and scab and heal and bleed again and turn every scar into a joke. We are made to fight and talk and fight again and sit around and laugh until we choke. So yeah, it does feel like the message is, maybe you are trying to stand firm. Maybe you are trying to be the strong one in a situation where it feels like things are falling apart. So just remember to be open and flexible. And this could be like open to new ideas as well. Open to new ideas, open to suggestions, open to the things that people are trying to tell you. Try not to put the blinkers on and be closed-minded and kind of rigid in your belief system or anything like that. So that's the situation. Tell me more. What would you like to tell the viewer, please? Yeah, this is a goodbye. I'm hearing sad goodbye. 8 of Water. The ship sailed, right? I am getting messages because I was getting kind of like the 10 of Wands, which is a card about carrying heavy baggage. So he's trying to drag this case of pearls around with him. It's like, feel like there's a sense of either leaving something behind or having to leave something behind or someone behind. Because the Eight of Cups talks about going on a voyage, going on a journey, having to leave something behind in order to go out searching for something else. So it's a card about longing. It's a card about feeling dissatisfied where you are, feeling unfulfilled, feeling like there's something missing, you know, something's not quite hitting the mark in your life. So there is this urge to kind of leave it all behind and go out and explore, or, you know, sail the 7 seas or have an adventure, and to go searching for that thing that you feel is missing. So again, it could be flexible, because the universe could be bringing things into your life and removing things from your life, or encouraging you to drop certain things so that you can travel light and travel freely. And this could also be emotionally as well. Tell me more about the 8 of Water, please, for the viewer. 3 of Earth. Yeah, again, this is a very solid card. It's very earthy card. She's clearly got some kind of root system there. She's like a statue. She's buried in the earth. She's watching out. So perhaps you're waiting. Perhaps you are kind of standing firm in a certain environment, right? Like laying solid roots, planting secure foundations, but perhaps you're waiting for somebody to come into you. Like you're waiting for the ship to come in, right? Kind of like the 3 of Wands, which, so I don't know why it's coming through with these cards, but there could be some significant imagery or something in there for somebody. 19 could be a significant number, 8 and 3 could be significant. It does have a feeling of like, I can't move, so you'll have to come to me, or something like that. Tell me more, please. Tell me more. So I'm asking about the, yeah, it's like you can't move. Look at this. She's got like a little fox at her feet there that I'm noticing. So somebody's very, very stuck. Somebody's very stuck. Very grounded, very rooted to the spot. But there is this question, or this message about being flexible with that. So lots of earth energy. Again, like we've kind of got like water and earth going, water and earth. Perhaps there's a message about watering the earth, like literally, like so there's some kind of message coming through. I don't know if this is some kind of problem that somebody has, where perhaps they're trying to move something, but it's really, really stuck. So it's like you know, clay or mud and things like this. When they dry out, they can get very, very hard, and it can be difficult to, so for example, if you were trying to pull up a statue or a tree, you know, the earth's really, really hard, it's kind of gripping onto it, but if you water the earth, the earth can become more malleable and more flexible. So, you know, clay gets softer, earth gets softer, and that water can make the ground more fluid rather than solid, and you may be able to move something or transport something by using water. Like this could be because you see like the water's covering the earth. So I had this message the other day about I was meditating and I was on a beach, and when I meditate, one of the first things that I almost always do is I put down my energetic roots, right? So I imagine an energetic tree, like running up and down my body, roots go in the ground, branches go up into like the stars, right? And this is how I get messages. So I was trying to put my roots down, but I was on sand, right? I was on that area of sand where like the waves are coming in. So if you've ever stood on a beach, right, if you've ever put your feet right at the edge of the tide and like put your feet on sand, and that kind of really nice fine sand as well that you get in like Greece and places, and then like the water will rush in and it will move the sand from under your feet, right? It moves the earth away, and so there's a message there about the ground, or the foundations, or the situation itself not being on solid ground. And I did have this message about being like the jellyfish, right? So instead of being a tree, I kind of had, with roots, I kind of became a jellyfish with tentacles, and I kind of like floated around on the water. So be flexible, go with the flow, right? There's a message there about that. Okay, pop those away. So what do I want to ask? Okay. How does the person I'm reading for feel about this situation? Two of Fire. There's that Five of Earth again. So the Five of Earth itself is a card about loss. I've lost money. This didn't work out. An investment went wrong. This situation, I'm going to take a loss if I change it. Something like that. Five of Earth, Five of Pentacles is half of Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is like building a legacy, like having a shared space with other people, so it can be like the family home. Five of Earth is like, oh, we've got divorced, we've separated, business separation, like I'm taking half the money here. So it is a card about disappointment, like financial disappointment, tangible disappointment, loss. And then the Two of Fire is like, there's a choice here that needs to be made. Two of Fire is like, there's two different routes here, two different options. Which one of these am I going to choose? So it could be talking about which option do I reinvest in, right? I've taken a loss. How do I reinvest this money? But this is thing about like, they're walking towards this cliff edge as well. Tell me, I'm going to bob that away. So the Two of Fire indicates a choice. Tell me about option one, please. Option one for the viewer. Yeah, this thing about moving on, again, I feel like it could be a choice. Do I move home, right? Do I change location? Something like that. Six of Fire. Well, actually, no, I don't know why I always read it as the Six of Swords in this deck. I think it's the imagery. Six of Fire is like success, being in the spotlight, reward and recognition. But the Five of Water is how the Five of Pentacles is like a physical loss. The Five of Water is a emotional loss. So grief, loss, disappointment in the way something worked out. So it's like a card about grief, or emotionally feeling the loss, emotionally feeling the rejection, emotionally feeling the lack of success in something. But the Six of Fire is success. So it feels like option one, whatever option one is, it's like, I know this will be successful. It's like guaranteed to bring me reward and recognition. It's guaranteed to make me feel like I'm having a victory. But the sacrifice is that it's going to come with some sort of emotional loss. Okay. So what is choice number two, please? Tell me about the second choice. The second choice, the second option. The second choice, the second option for... Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Right. I see where this is going. What is the second choice? The second choice, I saw the Queen of Fire, who's very, very magnetic, tempestuous. The first, creative, bold, ambitious, I'm hearing. Right, Two of Fire. So the second choice, you have some kind of truth. Some kind of truth. It could be that you have to tell the truth about something. It could be, it's just like, it's either like, it's just a moment of clarity. So it can be you speaking your truth, or it could be somebody giving you some information, giving you a truth, right? It could be, sorry, I'm distracted by a cat outside my window. It could be, it's like, this is brand new information, or this is this is an idea. I understand something now that I didn't understand before. It's kind of the Ace of Swords. It's at its basic point, it's a truth. So it could be speaking your truth. And then the Page of Earth is a card about pages are kind of students, and Earth is things that are practical and tangible. So it can be like money, skills, you know, a new job. So pages are like, the Page of Earth is like kind of a drawing board energy of, I need to research this, I need to gain some more skills, I need to put pen to paper here, I need to come up with a practical plan. So it's a investigative planning stage. So it could be, I'm going to tell you the truth, I want to go back into education. I'm going to tell you the truth, we need a new plan here, right? Something like this. So it's a beautiful card as well. It does talk to me about children who are at that stage in their life where they're about to become a teenager, but they're still a child. So he's still prepared to dress up. He's still prepared to run around the woods and pretend he's a fairy king, right? He's still he's got this kind of Peter Pan quality to him, where he's still engaging with his imagination, his creativity, his it's a really sweet card. It's one of my favorite cards. And when I very first got the deck, it kind of it bent as I was putting it back in the box. So it brings out of me this protective energy, like I want to protect this child. I don't want him to be damaged. I don't want him to be affected by this damage. I don't want him to lose that fairy-like quality. I want him to retain this even into his adulthood. These are the emotions that it brings out of me. So yeah, it talks to me about, you know, when you become a teenager, you start to repress this side of yourself. You start to try and fit in. You start to try and, you know, fit the mold of whatever is trendy among teenagers at that time. You know, you don't want to stand out like in that way. But it's such a explorative, inventive, creative, beautiful energy. So there's something possibly to that about. Again, you've even got like this it's like got this make-believe quality to it with the Pegasus. It's like, I want to write a book. I'm going to do a course in creative writing. It's something like that, which I feel like you are more drawn, especially with the giraffe facing this way, right? The giraffe's facing this way with the light. I feel like you are honestly emotionally more drawn to this one, because if you don't choose this option, you have the emotional loss, right? It's like, yeah, this is going to bring me success, but it's not engaging my feelings in the way that this option does. So I'm going to get a different deck for the outcome. I think I'm going, which is a very unusual deck for me to use, actually. I don't use this deck too often. Oh no, that deck. Okay, switcheroo. Going Witch's Tarot. Okay. What's the problem? Why is it so difficult to make this choice? The world. Yeah, so somebody could be relocating, there could be movement between different countries. The world is global travel. It could also indicate something about the internet. But it's a big card about learning lessons, like learning big lessons, right? It's the end of a phase of your life where you've gained experience, you've gained knowledge, right? It doesn't necessarily mean university. It can mean university, especially if like the Hierophant was to come out with it. But it's that kind of energy of like, I've finished this stage in my life. I've finished this period of growth. I've finished this, I'm kind of done. I've learned everything that I can learn in this situation. And I'm just kind of like, the motor's running kind of thing. You know, it's just like ticking over, and I need something to, it's almost like I need something to get my teeth into. I need a new plan. I need to explore. So I don't know if you want to explore the world. I don't know if you want to get out and, you know, do some hiking, just with the imagery of these two cards especially. And not like the wolf as well. It's like, I just want to get out in nature. You know, I want to get back to nature. I want to go camping. I want to go on hikes. I want to spend some time amongst the trees. You've got a lot of tree energy. So That's the problem though. So it could be like relocating. It's a big decision, right? So tell me please, if the viewer chooses option 1 with the 6 of fire and the 5 of water, what is the outcome? Okay, that is a good card. That is good karma. It's luck. It's good fortune. This could be an option that brings you a lot of money, a lot of wealth. This is, yeah, Wheel of the Year it's called in this deck, but it's the Wheel of Fortune. You're going to have everything, all the tools that you need at your disposal to be successful. It's like a positive cycle in your life. It hasn't come out with the feelings of loss or disappointment, which is good. Tell me about option 2. If the viewer chooses option 2, what is the outcome, please? That is secretive. 10 of Pentacles, both good outcomes. Both good outcomes. 10 of Pentacles, it really is. If you're worried that choosing this means that you are not going to be successful, or choosing this means that you're not going to have finances and resources that you need, you will. It's actually coming through that this is the more stable option, and this is more of a gamble, more of a risk, because it does have a almost like a roulette wheel quality to it on this side. This side is like, it's those firm foundations I was talking about. Do you remember me saying the 5 of Pentacles is half of the 10 of Pentacles? So this is like the family home, like you know, the generational family home. It's granddad, it's like 3 generations, right? The granddad's playing with the baby, he's got a little bit of magic going on there. That's the loving, you know, couple in the background. You've got a dog, I love that dog. It's like, yeah, like if you're worried about building secure foundations, you know, about putting down roots, about having enough money in the bank, enough resources, enough skills, enough time to really feel very at home and settled, like both of these are good options. This is the better option for stability. This is actually more of a gamble, more of a risk. So I don't know. It's up to you, right? It's not my decision. You know, I can't tell you what to choose. Tell me about the emotions, though. What is the emotional outcome for this side? You've got marriage, or God, the Hierophant, but it's coming with this defensiveness. So the 7 of Wands is a card about standing your ground. Again, it's like digging your heels in, right? Putting down your roots. You may feel some, you may get some, because this is your emotions, right? You may get some people who kind of disagree with whatever decision you're making. You're going to have to really stand very firm in this. But High Priest is Taurus energy. Again, it's very, very solid, very grounded. It's kind of like the major arcana of this. It can talk about marriage. It can talk about God, a higher power. You've got 2 major arcana on this side, so this feels like quite a big outcome. Major arcana is like big energy. Tell me about emotionally on this side, the emotional outcome for this side, please. The emotional outcome for this side. There's that Page of Pentacles again. I don't know if this is you or somebody that you're connected to. And the Queen of Pentacles. You are... This feels very career orientated. This could be retraining to get in, you know, to get a certain career position, a certain job. It could be reinvesting. Whatever plan you're doing here, whatever this blackboard energy is, it will pay off for you, and it will pay off financially, in terms of skills, finances, tangible things. It's going to pay off really, really well. The Queen of Pentacles is also married. In the tarot, you have a card about marriage here, a card about marriage here. You've got an engagement ring there. So I don't know. It's like you get married either way, I guess. 2 dogs on this side. Sheep. This feels very family. It feels very stable. It feels very grounded. It feels very nurturing, wholesome. This is Capricorn energy. So this is like, I'd say Taurus energy. You've got actually Taurus. Cappy here, which is the Cappy is like that breadwinner energy of somebody who's very nurturing, very stable, very supportive, very loving, but they tend to show all this through through actions rather than perhaps words. So it's the person who, you know, puts food on the table, and they make sure that food is like nutritious and beneficial. Like it's going to be like what you need. They're going to make sure you've got a roof over your head. They're going to make sure you've got, you know, the money you need to go to college. It's that kind of energy. So a lot of earth energy in this reading, a huge amount of earth energy in this reading. Both good options. This option is extremely stable, extremely, I'm going to come up with a plan. I'm going to put that plan in action. The plan pays off really well, is the feeling on that side. This side feels like more of a gamble, more of a risk. You are worried about some kind of emotional disappointment if you choose this one. There is some defensiveness. But you've got a lot of good karma on this side. You've got God on this side. They're both good options, so no wonder you're stuck. I don't know. Let's get you some advice. Advice, please. Oh, hi. The healer. Healing the family tree. There's definitely something about trees in this reading. Look at this. There's definitely something going on here, right? The healer. So funny to me as well, because I literally, like, you can see the way the cards are coming out, right? They're not, it's not all trees, it's not all earth. There's all sorts of stuff going on in this deck, right? Like, and then like this one as well. It's not all, I mean, it's a very like woodlandy deck, but it's not all trees, it's not all pentacles, you know? So, yeah, you're getting all like tree stuff. Like even that, it was talking about trees. The healer. Okay, so this is a guardian dragon, if you are interested in knowing that. You may love your work, but it does not define you. You also need time to be you. This gentle yet powerful dragon is a true guardian of all healers on earth. He connects particularly with those who work energetically. He reminds us that although we may walk our talk, we also need to heed our own advice. We are not a bottomless pit of energy and need to take time out now and again. His message: I am the guardian of the healers. You are capable of great things on earth as a healer and as a light for others to follow. But to do this, you must burn brightly and throw light into the shadows of your own world. You give a great deal to others, but you, Virgos, you give a great earth sign energy. I am sure I'm reading for an earth sign or somebody with a huge amount of earth in the chart, because I don't have that. And like, I'm like, how do I do this? How do I do this? Right, okay. You give a great deal to others, but you must also make time for yourself. You need to rest and recharge. Your energy tank requires refilling lest you become depleted. Make time to meditate, rejuvenate, to relax, and above all, to laugh. You may love your work, but it does not define you. You also need time to be you, a wife, a husband, a mother, a father, a daughter, a son, a sister or brother, or any other role that you fill. You've got a lot of family in here. He reminds us not to take ourselves or life too seriously. If we do, we risk forgetting that we are just one cog in one tiny cog in the great wheel of life. So there you go. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So I do hope this reading was helpful to you or to somebody out there. It is a personal reading. I don't know whose reading it is. Definitely gives me earth sign energy. A lot of Taurus in there. But I hope there's some help in there for somebody. All right, do take care of yourselves. I will see you again soon. And it's about to be 333 on the timestamp.